Hello, and welcome to Paranormal Path Peeps. It's been a massive break, everybody, and I hope you've all had a good summer. So tonight I'm speaking to Karen Evans. How are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So I've known Karen for quite a while, and you do tarot card reading, paranormal investigation, and you've written some books. You're an author as well,
Yes.
which is absolutely brilliant. Well done to you.
Sure.
So I know how hard that is.
Yeah, you
So
need to get yours out.
yeah, I'm working on it. So I've got myself a deadline now. I've got it back. So I'm actually working on a deadline to sort of try and get it released by November. So yeah, see what I can
Perfect.
do. Hi, Carl. So I always start sort of asking where it all began for you. So when was the first time that you sort of looked at either paranormal or spiritualism?
So for me, it goes way, way back to when I was little.
Wow.
I used to see things, used to hear things. I kind of dismissed a lot of it. My gran on my dad's side, she was very spiritual. She did tarot cards. She tried to teach me. I wasn't interested. It wasn't until many, many years later, when I was in my 30s, I met Nikki from Nikki Yaka.
Oh yeah,
I met
yeah.
her.
Paranormal eye.
I can't
Yep.
remember the name of her group. The very first investigation I did with her, she got my gran through straight away, and I'd never met Nikki before, so she hadn't got a clue who I was.
That's
Described my
incredible.
described my gran down to the T to the way she was standing. Proper smacking a finger at me, telling me off. Why aren't you doing your cards? You need to be doing cards.
Wow.
So Nikki actually mentored me for a while, and I learned how to do cards, and that's pretty much where my cards journey started.
That's fantastic. Now,
Yeah.
we had a discussion recently where I said that I was at Matlock Pavilion and I
Hmm.
saw this mist on the stage, and you said you saw that as well.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just incredible to speak to somebody else who was there when I had this crazy experience, and it's the nearest time I've seen to
Yeah.
seeing one really.
And that was the first time I met you as well that night.
Yeah, and we didn't know. It's only
Yeah.
just recently, like, said, "Oh, I saw that." Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, we were there.
Yeah.
And it is incredible, isn't it? And you sort of do the circuit around Nottingham, Derby, and this area, and you do get to meet people, don't you?
Yeah.
And yeah, and we've been on so many events together, haven't we? And sort of
Hmm.
investigated loads. But the stage though, like we were just in a circle, weren't we?
Crazy.
And then there's just this mist, and then it just got a. What was the face like to you? Because to me, it's like skeletal face.
Yeah, to me it was kind of like someone tall with black with almost like a hat on, and the face looked
Oh wow!
creepy, like
Yeah,
just almost like a skeleton face. It was very, very strange.
yeah. I got something like it was just like 7 footish. It's huge,
Mm.
wasn't it?
Yeah, tall and
And
thin.
yeah, yeah. And it's just great when you get that sort of validation. And I don't know if it was you next door to me then, because
Might
like
be.
but I thought just two of us saw it, and it's like, wow. And it's just so incredible, to see something like that. And now I know it's you as well. It's great to have somebody else who said, yeah, you did see that,
Yeah.
after all that time. It's just brilliant, isn't it? So, when you started doing your cards, then did you do lessons, or did you just pick up and
Uh,
sort of do a few sort of sessions for people?
so Nikki kind of tried to teach me as much as she could,
Oh, wow.
and then I kind of learned to do it intuitively more than anything.
Yeah,
So what God might mean one thing for one person, be something completely different for somebody else. It's all to
that's
do with their
right.
energy and that sort of thing. So yeah, so I started learning and practicing on friends, family, and yeah.
Yeah. And you've actually got a stall on the Saturday at the latest Parameet, which
I
is
have.
a couple of weeks away. So if anybody is at the Parameet and wants cards reading, then contact Karen. And also you can contact her on, is it Karen Cas Evans Tarot? Is that the
It is, yeah,
full
that's my
group
page.
name? So yeah, I will actually share it on here as well. So yeah. So Did you have sort of any experiences? Did you see a lot as a child or?
I saw a couple of things, but I was scared that nobody would believe me, so I kind of shut it off a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
'Cause that's it is odd, isn't it? Because like
yeah,
in our day, it wasn't spoken about as much, was it?
I know. I do remember when I was really young. I was probably only about 6, 7. Um, I was fast asleep in bed, and I sat up, and I saw a little boy stood in my doorway, and he went "Shh" at me. I just thought it was my brother. I went back to sleep. It ran until the next day. I realised that my brother was actually staying at grandparents' house that night, so it couldn't have been him.
Oh my gosh.
And I saw my mum, and she was like, "Oh, don't be silly. You must have dreamt it." But I know what I saw, so I never really mentioned stuff again after that.
Yeah,
So
that's it. Because my parents wouldn't have had it. You know that
yeah,
they would have just said, "Oh yeah, it's your imagination. It's this, it's that," and that's the way it was more then, wasn't it? And
yeah,
even today, it is like that, and it is such a shame, isn't it?
hmm
But yeah, what would you say that if there's a person who has a child who sees spirit, how would you advise them from your experience?
don't dismiss it. Basically, 'cause I know my nephew is coming up for 13, and he occasionally sees things. So I try and get him to encourage it to like, so tell me what you saw, what did you feel, what did you hear, kind
Oh,
of
that's
thing.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just like yeah, you're sort of helping him really, and
hmm
at least he knows it is something,
Yeah.
and at least he can talk to you about it as well, isn't it?
Definitely.
Or
Yeah.
is or is family understanding about it?
Um, I think my family now are used to it with me, so they're kind of
Yeah,
like, oh, okay, it's just one of those things now.
yeah, of course. Because it is weird when you sort of first bring it into a sort of family.
Yeah.
Like I'm the first one with my family to sort of do this sort of thing, and it's yeah, well, I've not got many left now, and I think it's because of my family and I kind of got involved, and then my family passed, so it's sort of it kind of helped me through things like that. So
hmm
I've sort of come at it a different way. So you generally go out investigating then?
Yeah. 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 For probably the last 10, 12 years or so, I've been doing investigations regularly.
Wow. So what's your sort of best places to go?
I'm always drawn to Harpic in Hinckley. That's definitely my favourite to go to
Yeah.
place. I've no 2 nights there ever the same. So,
Yeah, well, I can vouch for on that one because it is unusual, isn't it?
hmm
It is, and I was actually there for your hen party.
I know that was
What an
crazy.
incredible night that was! It was so weird, wasn't it? So like it was total night with a difference. We were doing what we're doing, but we sort of involved the spirits into hen party conversations.
Yeah, I'm
in a
totally not a traditionalist. Going out in town thinking it's not my thing, but paranormal hen do perfect.
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? And you should be able to spend the time sort of doing what suits you, really. So I'm just trying to share things out as well while we're at it. That's why I've been like looking away a bit. But yeah. And so what is it about haunted antiques then?
It's because I think no 2 nights are ever the same. But the
Yeah,
more you go, the spirits that are there, they seem to remember you,
yeah.
and they'll come out
No.
more and more and more every time you go.
So who's your favourite one?
Ha- I'm always drawn to Hannah
No,
myself. I love
no.
Hannah. I do.
Yeah.
Usually
So
try and wind up what I can in the attic because we know what's there. So,
yeah, we know something
hmm
darkish is in that attic and
yes,
various things are in there. Eek. But yeah, I've had a lot of heavy times in the attic. It's yeah.
yes,
Not everything in paranormal is light. Sometimes you get people who were sort of bad in life, and they seem to be in the attic area, don't they? So, but it's interesting, and I think like when I first started this, it was all about love and light and stuff. But then you sort of get more as you do it more. You sort of you see more different aspects of it, don't you?
Definitely.
And it kind of gets intriguing. What can I say? Yeah. So what sort of locations do you like to go to?
Another favourite is Hellfire Caves in High Wycombe.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, it got stupid expensive to hire out, so I've not been for a while. But yeah, that's quite a sinister place.
So how many times have you been there?
Only no 3 times I've been was there.
That's
So
cool. Yeah.
Bodmin Jail in Cornwall is obviously another favourite.
Wow,
I've got a family that way, so I'm quite lucky I can stay with family when I go down there. So
that's incredible. Yeah. I'd love to go there. I'm sort of heading down to Cornwall, I think, in a few weeks. I've
mhm,
made the decision, so obviously I'll sort of head by Bodmin and Jamaica in as well. You just got to pop by them, haven't you, on the way down or something?
definitely.
So just see what you get. So your investigation technique then, sort of what's your favourite way of sort of investigating?
I tend to be the quiet one and like to listen out and sort of ask out who's there and um, trying to see what I feel, what I can hear, rather than
Yeah,
goading or anything.
yeah, that's it. I asked a couple of people if they wanted to say anything, and Mark Dudley says you're brilliant. And also Joanne, she sort of mentions sometimes a couple of investigations then. Wisbech Castle. And it looked like Chris Ward was dressed as a butler and kept telling Mark to stop coming towards me.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one. So what happened there then?
So I don't know whether it was Mark or Chris, but Joe kept seeing Mark moving towards her, even though he wasn't. Mark suddenly then fell to his knees. Joe then let out this almighty scream. Um, it was very creepy. Mark was, when we went Nottingham that time, and
Yeah,
Mark's features kept changing to a monk.
yeah,
It was pretty much similar to that. Mark's features kept changing. It was very, very sinister. But then he
yeah.
just suddenly dropped to his knees, and it was very weird.
I've seen that happen with Mark as well at the village in Mansfield.
Yeah,
Were you on that one?
yeah,
That got really sinister at one stage, and it's such a fantastic venue. It's just a shame it's not around anymore.
yeah.
And we have lost so many venues, haven't we? But we just keep doing what we can, and there are some more coming through as well.
Hmm.
I went to Prospect House. I'm also going to the Poltergeist House soon.
Oh, brilliant.
The Poltergeist Museum, I think it's called. So that's
Okay.
Rotherham Way, so I'm going there. So, there are sort of places opening up, aren't there?
Hmm.
But so also, um, she mentions another time at Whittlesea, and Joanne was sitting around a table, and it felt like she was having her head forcibly pushed down.
Yeah, I got called over because I was sat to the side, so I wasn't really aware what was happening. And a friend of mine was like, Kaz, can you come and sort Joe out, please? So I went
Wow.
over, and yeah, so Joe and this other lady called Emma was sat facing each other, and it was almost like they're both witches, but I think Emma was felt like she was having her neck strangled, and
Oh
Joe felt like
wow.
she was being forced under. It's very
At the same
strange.
time.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's heavy, isn't it?
Hmm.
You usually get people sort of getting sort of things happen to them sort of one at a time, but
Yeah.
both at the same time. That's kind of yeah. And how'd you get out of that one?
Yeah, I think I had to pull well because Mark was with us on that one as well, so I called Mark over to help, and between us
Yeah,
managed to get Joe out of it. We did so.
yeah, because it can like if you don't investigate much or you go in a large group, you don't you sort of see things flash, you hear things beep, you hear taps, bangs, and usually you don't get spirit that close, but sometimes they can really get close, and once it happens, it can happen.
Yeah.
But until then, you just don't believe. I recently went to a location with there's just 6 of us, and this guy didn't believe, and I was doing the Estes method. And I think he was being a bit cheeky when I was doing the Estes method because all I was doing was saying get out all the time. So then he had to go out the Estes method. We didn't realise that he'd gone. So it's only when I like unplugged the headphones and there wasn't any interaction or any okay, that we'd realised and we sort of had to pull him back, and he went in a bad place. And I don't even know if he'll investigate again.
Wow.
And I think that sometimes you do get these like I did. I had that at Matlock Pavilion when that first happened, and it changes your life and it changes your belief system, doesn't it?
Definitely.
And I think sometimes like that you sort of experience more from that moment on. So, are you playing any more books?
Yes and no. I've not got the time to write anymore,
Yeah,
but I have got ideas, so it's just a case I need to find that time, really, I think.
it is difficult to make time. It really is.
Yeah.
You go to work, then the weekends you're just trying to recover from things, and
Yeah.
time does go so quickly.
Or
Um,
weekends are taken up with either doing stalls or, paranormal stuff, so
yeah, that's right, because you do a lot of stalls, don't you?
yeah.
You do a lot at Gresley Hall.
Yes, yeah, there's a lady that does quite a few events and probably 2 or 3 times a year she has Gresley.
Yeah,
So I'll try and get on with them when I can.
and that's an interesting location as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a place I've done a lot, and what do you think about it then? What is
I've,
it? What
yeah, there's definitely something strange there.
Yeah, that's it. So how long you been going there?
Doing stalls, I've probably last couple of years.
Yeah,
And it's probably about 2, 3 years since I last actually did an actual investigation there.
yeah. So do you get anything when you're doing the stall?
Yeah, there's usually people sort of want spirit people walking around wanting to know what's going on, what we're doing.
Oh wow. So can you see them as well?
Not very often. I can usually feel when they're around.
Okay, that's good. Do you get names or do you get visions or
I can usually sort of visualize who, like
yeah,
a person, like what they look like.
in your
It's
mind's
very,
eye then?
yeah, it's very rare that I can pick up what they're saying to me.
Yeah, yeah. But everyone can sort of open up and get the sensors,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
there are so many sensors, and people have different ones to pick up. So great big shout out to Nigel. Hope you're well and welcome. But yeah, so oh bless. So if you have any questions for Karen, please sort of add them to the chat. So what is your best location then? In the UK, you mentioned Hellfire Caves. Is there anywhere else that you'd actually like to go?
Oh, I think most of the places I've wanted to go to, I've done.
Wow.
So like Bodmin and Hellfire, that kind of thing. Oh, I know people have talked about like is it Rootham.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's too far
yeah,
away for me to kind of get to. But I know people have. It does sound like a fab location.
yeah, Rougham. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, that's on the coast, is it? I
Norfolk way,
always
I think.
assume it's the south coast somewhere. Well, it's a long way from here anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, because we're like for anybody who's watched this before, like Mark was at Rougham and he just spoke in Polish, didn't he?
Yeah,
And he doesn't speak Polish, but for some reason, got a spirit with him and just went into speaking Polish. So and it's things like that which sort of make you sort of think even more about paranormal if they can influence you that much.
Hmm.
So that must have been interesting 'cause I don't know how you translate it,
No.
but or even actually recognise what it is. So, what about anything else like Wales or Scotland?
Oh, I did have an experience in Scotland a few years ago.
Yeah,
Very bizarre. I had a very good friend of mine used to live in Aviemore, and there's a hotel on the main road going
yeah,
through. I think it's called Cairngorms Hotel, something like that,
yeah.
and it's actually built like a castle.
Okay.
Um, and I stayed there for a few nights when I went up there to visit. Fast asleep, middle of the night, suddenly woke up with the feeling of being watched. Sat up like, who the hell's here? And I just saw a shadow literally walk straight out. And I was like, what the heck? And spoke to the reception the next morning. Turns out that the original owner of the hotel likes to make himself known to visitors.
Oh wow.
So chances are it would have probably been him, just
Oh
making sure
my.
I was okay and stuff.
Oh, that is brilliant. Like when it's unexpected. So
Hmm.
for anyone listening, Australia, thanks for joining us. Aviemore is a ski resort in Scotland, and I've driven through it a few times, and you just seem to get one main road, don't you, and hotels
Yeah,
either side.
yeah,
That's what I remember about it. So, oh yeah, there you go. Having more years, but yeah, and I was just so many stunning places in Scotland.
hmm,
Um, I just do like how they're more accessible,
yeah,
but there's so many abandoned places. It's sad, really, isn't it? Sort of the castles
yeah,
and everything, but yeah, they are accessible, and oh wow, you can sort of get some interesting experiences when you go there. So, have you been abroad at all investigating?
not investigating, no. So, I went to Rome for my 40th, so that was quite a few years ago.
Oh wow,
And walking around the Colosseum, you just pick up things. You can just feel the energy. You can. It's
yeah.
very crazy.
I went to El Jem in Tunisia,
Okay.
which is very similar, and oh gee, just the thought of the balls that the
Yeah.
whole, the whole thing. It's a bit. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
you know what happened, and ooh, it was gross. But just to go into sort of building like that, you know, but yeah, and it's just how they like how it's laid out as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of so different, but yeah, and buildings like that are still surviving today. Whereas now
Yeah.
they just seem to want to knock them down and make them into houses. Well, that seems to be happening more and more, doesn't it?
Definitely.
So if you went to US, is there anywhere you'd like to see there?
I'm probably going to open a can of worms that America doesn't really appeal to me. It doesn't.
No,
It's
but
not.
it's what this
Yeah.
is about what you like, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So I've got a lovely question here from Cal.
Oh, okay.
So if distance were no object, where in the world would you like to do an investigation?
Oh, Australia is definitely on my bucket list to investigate,
Mm,
to sort of visit, but I don't really know what. I don't know enough about the country to know what's there to investigate. And that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've just got loads of places, haven't you? And
Yeah.
it is just, it's difficult to choose. I would actually go to the Queen Mary
Yeah.
in the US because my dad actually worked on it.
Okay.
I've actually got his original vaccination certificate from the ship. So when we went empty the house and stuff, he'd got a little drawer and it got all his like personal things what he'd saved. And wow, just to see that was like, oh my God. The fact that like he always used to mention going on the Queen Mary,
Oh, brilliant.
because he worked in the engine room there. And, I've got images of what it was like, but whether I was told that as a child or whether you imagine it, I can't remember. And I wasn't that into paranormal then, but, now I am. And I really want to go there. And it's just, yeah. So I really want to go there and see,
That's cool.
And I think there's about 3 engine rooms or something there as well. Because a while back they did say that they thought it was going to close and stuff because it takes a lot of money for the upkeep, and it was in a bit of a state. But it is open at the moment, and as long as these ship here can be preserved and the buildings, it's what we want, isn't it, as paranormal people?
Hmm.
And we also sort of put a lot of money into the heritage as well, don't we?
Yeah,
Into different places. Yeah. So Carl says it's the main issue of locations and distance.
definitely.
That's right. Like
Definitely.
you do sort of have your list, don't you?
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to do mediumship, what would you say? How would you advise them?
Just trust your instincts more. Totally go with your instincts.
But is there a way to sort of try and bring it on? What you'd suggest?
Oh,
So somebody sort of,
meditations definitely was
yeah,
the way I was taught. Just meditate, meditate, meditate. There's loads of guided meditations on YouTube.
yeah,
Um, just find one that works for you, and eventually you'll figure out how to go into meditation without using the guidedness.
yeah, that's it. Do you know your guides? Do you know who they are?
Yes. My main spirit guide is my granddad on my mum's side.
Nice.
He found a way to let me know he'd passed over before I'd even been told he'd passed over.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, he'd been poorly for a while, and I had a dream one night that he was back at home with my grandma. He was sat on his chair, he was laughing, he was joking, gave me a big hug. And then literally the next morning, my mum rang me up to say, and I said, what I'm going to say? Granddad's dead. And she went, yeah. He let me know,
Oh,
he
wow.
come to let me know.
Yeah.
And he's been
So
with me ever since.
it's sad, but it's so incredible, isn't it?
Hmm.
It,
And the weird thing is, on paranormal nights, people that don't know me have brought him through and be like, oh, there's a man stood over your shoulder and described him, and why am I getting a name? And gave me his name.
yeah,
So he's very strong. People are picking up, pick up on him. They do.
yeah. It's beautiful though, isn't it? When
Yeah.
that happens, it really is. Like my friend Carl, he says being open. I've been asked a few times why don't I do mediumship, and Carl actually has things happening in his house all the time. So basically, what there's a sort of where a house used to be, and he's picking up on them,
Oh
sort of what
wow,
sort of backs
that's
onto his
amazing.
house. So that's right, really incredible. Hey Nando, hope you're well. But yeah, it's just it can be like when you've got family members around you, it is such a comfort, isn't it?
Definitely.
It really is. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thank you, Andy. So if you get any questions then, it's Kaz. She's written books, she does paranormal investigations, and she's a real good tarot reader. And she is at the Parameet in
Yes,
2 weeks' time.
just on the
So,
Saturday this time.
okay, here's a question. So, whose voice tells you things?
Oh, um, you see the boy. I tend to get things pop into like a random word will pop into my head, but it
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily have a voice or an accent, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So I might get, say, the name, I don't know, Jackie, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in a specific voice. It'll just be a name that pops into my head.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
Like somebody say, "What name is it?" Boom, it
yeah, it's
just comes
there.
out, and yeah, and yeah, I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah.
Not saying it's right. Half the time, I don't know what's going on with my mediumship nowadays, but
Or I'll say things to people and they'll be like, well, how do you know that? I don't know. It was just there. I don't know how I know. I just know.
so Andy gets that as well, just sort of strange voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it happens as well to Kelly. And yeah, it is. It's great when you can sort of do this and you can sort of interact directly with spirit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it saves, like, you go on these investigations and you go, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? But if you know they're there, or if you're getting direct messages or images, it really helps, doesn't it?
Hmm.
It's great. So, has anybody got any questions then?
I'm so sorry.
Um,
I've got a tickly cough.
oh, it's all right. Ah, that's a good one, Kelly. Thank you for that. So, are there any people that you can't read, so they'll come to your table and just
Yeah,
no good?
I have
Yeah,
had that. You get the skeptics, I'm fine with because I can usually just say to them, this, and this is going on. They're like, okay. But then you get the ones that are closed off skeptics,
yeah,
and they're the ones I'm like, I can't do it. I'm so sorry. And I'll just be like, I'll be honest with them and just be like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not getting anything from you because
yeah.
it happens sometimes.
Well, they go there, don't they? They've got their arms folded. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't believe in this. Let's do this for a laugh. And
yeah,
no, it's not going to happen, is it? You know, like, if they've already set that in the mind,
yeah,
and it is interesting.
yeah.
Um, Carl's got his granddad at his side. But if there's any questions at all for Kaz, it's a chance to ask. So your books then. So
Mhm.
is it four you've done?
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
So what are they then?
One of them is just a completely random daft one. It's called Starsky and Carriage Adventures, and it's just two stories about my parents' old two dogs.
Wow.
Um, because they were totally very different dogs, best of friends, and I just made up some random investigations or adventures that they went on.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was a bit of a daft one. I did one called The Grand Hotel's Visitor
Yeah.
because I used to work at the Grand Hotel in Leicester City Centre. I was
Wow.
there for a few years on reception. Very haunted place. And I believe Michelle from Haunted Heritage has made queries there after speaking to me the last time she has.
Ah, yeah.
So um, so yeah, just a few kind of things that happened there while I was there. So I made it into a bit of a story.
Yeah. That's
And then I
brilliant.
did ghost stories, which is just some short stories on based on things that have actually happened to me and my family. So
They're brilliant because I have got copies.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, to actually get a book published and over the line, it's I don't know how you do it, because I'm still stuck with my book, but I am really trying to get it out this year. So I'm actually a speaker at a paranormal conference called Parachat, which is being held in Hull around the 8th, 9th of November. So
Okay.
I am working on trying to get the book out for that. So yeah, I'm reading through, and yeah, and that's what I see how it goes on. Carl says, have you ever had a vision that has come true?
Yes.
All right then, tell us more.
Usually with me, that comes through in dreams. I'll dream things, and then it happened a few days later.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is it a bad one?
No, not necessarily. Um, so both my granddad and my mum's side, he let me know that when he passed over.
Oh,
My dad's mum, she also found a way to let me know as well through a dream that she crossed over before I'd even been told.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
I've had just strange things happen where I don't know. A friend's been working in a job for donkey's years, and for some reason I dreamt that she was changing jobs. It wasn't until a few weeks later I found out she was changing jobs. It's just silly things,
Wow.
nothing major, just little things like that.
It's interesting though. And do you always listen to these dreams? I know obviously if it's about your family members, yeah, you're going to,
Yeah,
and it
it's just
came
really
true, but
strange. Yeah, and also the weird thing was as well. There was a celebrity that died probably about 10 years ago. I had a dream that this person was going to die. Well, not that or was their funeral or something. Didn't think anything of it. Then a few days later, it was announced that they died on the tele, and I was like, oh, okay, that
wow.
did happen. But things like that just don't really happen very often, but it does happen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So Cal says I can certainly testify to how good Kaz is at doing cards and helping
Well,
people
thanks,
to
girl.
find their own way to understand the guidance. A truly empathic and compassionate experience with immense patience for those who are open-minded and a bit
Oh,
wary.
bless her.
Oh,
Cal was
wow,
my
that's
Scottish friend who I went to visit in Navimore that time. She lived.
okay. Yeah. Oh, I do love Scotland. I really do.
Yeah.
So Andy, have you read for anyone famous?
No.
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 Have you ever had anybody famous come through? We don't have
No.
to mention names.
No.
Yeah. And we've got a teammate. Hello,
I remember.
lovely Amanda. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Nicola. So Kelly is 100% believer, and I've never had anyone read me. It's disappointing. I get told that because my abilities are strong, they can't read her. Had
Okay.
this happened? Has this happened to you? I'm very easygoing, always relaxed, and meditate before seeing anyone. Oh, could that be
No.
it? I've had the Australian psychics of the year. Give me a refund.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. I
Well,
normally
that
find the one.
sounds like a challenge, doesn't
It does
it?
actually.
I'm wondering
Ooh.
if the meditation is a thing.
I usually find the ones that are more open and more spiritual are the easier ones to read for. It's the
Yeah,
skeptics that I struggle with.
that's that is that's a fascinating one. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think like if I go to a medium and somebody's doing me a reading, you kind of you kind of believe. You're not going like you don't believe in everything, and you do kind of listen and you do make sure that they are coming out with specific information. But
Ooh.
at least you're halfway there, aren't you? Really? Um. Wow.
Oh, Kelly, I'm tempted to say message me and I'll see what I can do.
There you go then, Kelly. So if you contact, it's Karen Evans Tarot,
Yes.
and I will put the link up. So yeah, um, I, I want to know now. Yeah, we'll see
I
on
like a
that one.
challenge.
So yeah, so if you do it, contact Karen, and that's a good one. So Carl saw a new car all smashed up a week later. The car was in an accident,
Oh, that
and
would freak me out.
yeah, it's a bit. I had a weird dream, and then something appeared on the news the next day, and I was driving around Scotland, and the next day it appeared on the news, and I wasn't really listening. I didn't see TV that night. I'd had a radio on while driving because my car's old, but I'm sure it wasn't mentioned that day because I think it happened the day after. It is a bit creepy when something happens. So there
Yeah.
you go then. Oh, okay. That might not that might be a bit difficult now,
Yeah.
but, I think it's for when sort of Karen tunes in because it's not always good, like, if you put on the spot, you just
Yeah.
can't.
And I've been
Y
full of cold the last couple of weeks as well, so I'm very closed off at the moment myself.
yeah, and you've
So
had a long day at work as well, haven't you? So,
yeah.
yeah, you just gotta be in the right frame of mind really to,
Hmm.
actually, like, tune in and get there. Um, Carl gets bad visions with people, and how do I tell them?
I
E
usually kind of feel it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if you say it in a kind way, they'll probably listen.
It is important thing to get right.
Yeah.
You can really screw someone's life up. If you sort of misword something, you can have somebody like dreading, they've got a date and they're just like waiting for this date to happen, and then on that day, what do we do? It's a worry, isn't it?
What I've done before though is also go up to that person and say, "Look, I've got something connected to. Are you okay to take a message?" And then
Mm,
leave it in their court.
yeah, yeah, and that's it, isn't it? Like if you see somebody on the bus, what do you
Hmm.
do? And it's just like the normal question, isn't it? Do you go and tell them? Do you just walk away? And
Yeah.
what would make you determine whether you tell somebody or not?
Oh, it depends. If spirit's really insistent that I speak to them, then I'd be like, "Look, I'm really sorry, but are you okay to take this message from this person?" But if spirit aren't that insistent, I might just be like, if I'm not feeling it, I might be like, "No, I'm not doing it."
Oh,
But if they are
yeah,
really, really, really insistent, I'm going to speak to that person, then I probably would do.
yeah. See, I've been speaking to somebody Messenger once, and I just got some info, and I thought, oh my God, this is weird. And I'd kind of known her a few years. She's from Canada. And I just said, oh, by the way, this. And it's like, oh my God, I'm right. And I just carried on with it. And, but at least it was somebody I kind of knew. And the
Hmm.
information wasn't what was known either. So it's all about her family, which, she didn't put it on there. So Kelly had an accident, first one ever, and just got a hire car. Yeah, oh dear, it's scary though, isn't it? And you sort of never know what's round the corner.
Yeah.
And you just got to go and just grasp things as much as you can. Like in May I was on my holiday, I broke my arm. That kind of destroyed me for about 6 to 8 weeks.
Hmm.
But it was really weird because I think it was planned by Spirit, the fact that I hadn't got anything booked for 6 to 8 weeks. And I
Ah,
generally have Friday or Saturday booked up. And I didn't. There's only one thing which I had booked, and you were supposed to go, weren't you, Karen?
oh yeah.
So I had Matlock Pavilion on the Friday and actually had to stay on an island for an extra day, sitting in the sun at 24 degrees C in Wales, watching the sea come in and out. What a place to be stranded. But yeah, and that there's a parameet where people actually took me. Amanda gave me a lift, and Barry gave me a lift back, and and that was it. And I hadn't got anything else booked, which was it like enforced. You need a break, and that Spirit made me have that break, and it's weird, isn't
Yeah.
it? And you get a whole load of rethinking, then, don't you? I think sometimes you can go out too much investigating.
Hmm.
And do you think that can affect you as well? Can it affect your mental health?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and how do you think that is?
Oh, I don't know. Spirit definitely works in mysterious ways, and everything does happen for a reason. So there was a
Yeah,
reason that you had to basically stop and chill and rest for 6 weeks.
yeah, and it's a bit
Um,
strange that Gary Fields got taken out by Spirit there as well.
oh, of course he did. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
that.
and it was a bit weird because like I just standing on these stones, and the stones went under my feet once when I was getting up. Once again when I was standing up, just got my balance and they went again. So it's a bit random, isn't it? But
Definitely.
you can't say, but who knows? But it's just fascinating. Um, it's hard to tell people because some people can be extremely different. I also tell people as I have other lawyers. not get my feelings. Yeah, that's it. You know, if you weren't told, you were told for a reason, weren't you? That's
Definitely.
it. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you save people's lives by telling them things
Oh
medically.
wow, that's
And
interesting.
that is such a hard call, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
stuff
really
like
is.
that. You definitely have to tell them.
Yeah. So some mediums say don't mention it, and then others but it's how you deliver the information, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And oh gosh, you don't go full in, you just yeah, you just kind of hint, don't you?
hmm
But wow. But that is incredible, and to do that, how did they react? It's quite a scary one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, do you think by doing what you do, can it can it make your own life years shorter?
Oh, I've not heard of that before. I don't know.
I think it can cause illnesses. I really do.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I 100% do think it can cause things to happen. And
Oh.
do you protect yourself?
Yeah, I'm nearly always in a white bubble of white light.
Yeah. Yeah. But you still get things happen to you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's it. Because some sort of say, oh, don't bother protecting yourself, and
Yeah,
you won't get any activity if you protect yourself. And yeah, and it's like your personal choice, isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
And I don't, as Karen well knows,
Yeah,
I'm kamikaze. To be fair, and you just never really know what's going to happen. Oh, they're thankful. Yeah, I bet they were. It. Oh
definitely.
dear, it's incredible. That is. Oh
I think
wow.
I'd definitely welcome someone telling me that they can pick up on something I would.
Yeah.
Especially,
I think somebody's told me. Oh, somebody's warned me about January. Oh, I think yeah, I'm gonna have an issue with my throat in January, so we'll see. But I don't even know who that is. I can't remember. But yeah, I sort of do development lessons as well, so I sort of do get through some readings through there, and
okay.
some, it's amazing that sort of information what comes through. Well, which because you do readings.
Yeah.
So, what was the most surprising reading you did? Which reading was the most surprising to somebody?
Oh well, I don't always remember the readings.
Ah, yeah,
Once up because I've had people come up to me before, especially at Power Meet. Oh, you did the reading for me last time, and then I was like, I don't remember. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't always remember what I've said into who, but I've had people come to me, afterwards and said, "Oh yeah, you said this, and this." Okay then, and it happened.
Don't you remember any of them then?
Sometimes I do usually for a bit, but say like between Power Meets, I'm always like, "Oh, sorry, I don't remember," but I always
Yeah,
get people coming up to me and say, "Yeah, you said it happened."
yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we do have abilities, but it's all about learning to be open, isn't it?
yeah, and developing on it as well.
Yeah, and don't know what's happened with mine. It's a bit hit and miss nowadays. It used to be better a bit ago, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day it'll come back again.
I think yours is definitely still there, especially after like when I last saw you.
Yeah, but it's different, isn't it? I
Yeah, I
kind of pull
suppose.
the energy towards me, but I'm not getting the information as much. It's
Yeah,
odd. I don't know, and I'm finding people go in trance around me as well.
yeah,
I think I cause that. I don't understand what goes on. I don't know. I can give off energy, and it causes all hell to kick off, really, doesn't it?
yeah.
Keeping on left. But
Mm.
yeah, but I don't understand it. I don't know about my spirit guides. Um, I know I've taken mum and dad to the Y Theatre once, in Leicester, which was amazing because I sat on, I sat there in the audience and it was a ghost hunt. So I sat in, where the audience sat. Someone came on stage and said, "Oh, you've got your mum next door to you and a person in the wheelchair behind you." And it's my dad.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I went and took my mum and dad, who'd passed, to a ghost hunt.
Blimey.
And then he gave a message that my dog came through, and from what he said, I kind of picked up that, yeah, my dog would have health problems. So, yeah, here we go on the health problems. And yeah, I did kind of get a warning, and he had no idea what he was saying. So basically, he described my dog, and he said, he mentioned Mr. Bones, and that wouldn't mean anything to anyone, but Mr. Bones was a dog which my old dog met at dog shows, and he'd had cancer, and it had been cured. And yeah, I think with them bringing Mr. Bones through, he was alive at the time, as was my dog. It actually did give me some indication. Watch it. So when he started having fits, I did go straight to the vets. And yeah, it didn't really make any odds, to be fair, but you sort of took direct action then, didn't you? And yeah, and I guess, it kind of warned you. Yeah, it did I did kind of know. I did pick
Yeah.
up what was being said behind the scenes, and it's one of those, isn't it? But yeah, have a memory issue problem. When I've given something at an investigation, I probably will forget it
Yeah.
a few and
It's
I'm
quite
getting
common.
worse. I'm getting worse at that now. I used to go on an investigation, I used to be able to do a write up, but now I can't do it.
Yeah,
And
I can't
like,
anymore.
and people would go, "Oh, I got that there." You did what? Really? Oh yeah, yeah. I remember vaguely, but and I'm shocking. Like Grassley Hill, the number of times I've gone, and I don't remember the names.
Yeah, because at Harpic when we went, you said something to me. Like when I said to you about it afterwards, you're like, "Did I? I can't remember saying that."
Nah, I'm shocking. You know what I mean? Like, and I know Paul, I know Hannah, but I know Mary,
Yeah,
and these were like the names that I got early when I first went there, when I first went 6 years ago. And it's a bit odd, isn't it? And then you just head is just full of it, isn't it? And
yeah,
you just kind of can't. I don't know. It's bit bad, isn't it, when you remember things from 6 years and not what happened last weekend. But yeah, but you can. That is a worry. What can I say? Oh, right. So Carl remembers everything
all
from
right.
remote patient visitors, which, yeah,
Wish
is
I could.
it's incredible. But I have started filming things now.
Okay,
So I do take a camera. I've started doing it. Well, if it's a private event, I do just like leave a camera running on TikTok,
yeah,
so that then I can sort of grab it and then sort of see if I have captured something. So at least it's like saved then, isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
But do you ever film or?
I always say I'm going to, but then I never get around to it. I always forget, leave my phone in another room or downstairs or something.
Yeah, but I just like to go ahead and investigate.
Yeah,
And if you are like looking at a phone, you're not paying the attention to the spirit, are you?
exactly.
And like there's times when I've done a live feed and you're sort of talking to everybody. Oh, hello, 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 and then the spirit's going, hello. Oh, bye then. Not bothered about me.
Yeah,
And it's there, isn't it? You're being rude. You're going, oh, step
definitely.
forward then, and that you're not even talking to them in the end, are you?
Or the amount of times you'll ask them to ring a bell or whatever, and by the time I've done it 5 times, like, But forget it, I've done it already.
Yeah, that's right. It is. It's brilliant what interaction you can get, though, isn't it?
Definitely.
I've started going to a local pub, so I'm running like something I call a ghost club.
Oh,
So, I just go along one night a month and just put it out there, just see who turns up. We do stories, dowsing rods, pendulums, things like that. And straight away, we've had some amazing information. And, like, say this pub's not really been investigated before. So people are out, they've got a drink as well because the pub's open. And like last time, this guy came over and it's a funeral. He works on funerals, and he had to go out with dowsing rods, and all of a sudden I picked up. I was getting messages, and basically, he worked out how to get yes, no on the dowsing rods, and I worked out that he really paid attention to what he did, and he went to the nth degree to make sure everyone was right. And and then I got in my head, well, are the family around you, you know, the family of the deceased, do they come? And yes. So there he is doing his job, and then the dowsing rod said that the family were around. The past family members are around, just making sure it was all right.
oh, wicked.
And it's not a thought I've ever had.
Yeah.
And you just go and you do evening, and then you just get something, and it just blows your mind, doesn't it?
Mhm.
And I kind of said, well, were they upset? And it did say yeah. And
Okay.
I guess it's questionable about the feelings, isn't it? But then if the person's quite young, then it's there, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
On tarot reading, do you have a set number of questions you ask?
Oh, I usually kind of, because the way I work, I'll get the person who I'm reading for. If I'm doing a face-to-face reading, I'll get them to shuffle the cards themselves and then think about what it is they want guidance with, or if
That's
it's
good.
just a general. And the
Yeah,
cards have then come out to whatever they've asked.
that's brilliant. And you're sort of given the information to sort of meet with that as well, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I want to thank you anyway. So, what I'm doing is a new feature. So, 9 o'clock, we have a story from Carl. So, Carl's been watching the show ever since I've started. He's a good friend and he's got a hell of a lot of stories. So, Karen, so where do they find you? So,
So our Facebook is Karen Kaz Evans Tarot Reads.
yeah,
I'm also on TikTok as Kaz Evans Tarot. I've got Instagram as well, but I very rarely use Instagram, so I wouldn't bother finding me on there, to be fair.
yeah.
But yeah,
So,
TikTok or Facebook mainly.
yeah, so just get in touch and sort something out with Karen. And yeah, do you want to sort of stay or do you want to listen? Did you want to go off?
Um, I'll jump off if that's okay, but I'll
Yeah,
probably
that's
throw back
fine.
into Carl if.
Yeah, that's fine then. Okay, but thanks so much for being a guest anyway. Thank you. It's
Thank
been
you for having
wonderful.
me.
And have a great investigation on
Cool,
Saturday.
thank you. Yep, and
Thank you
you.
then. All right then.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
So we have Carl. I'll let Carl join. So 9 o'clock, it's Carl's story time. So
Hang
welcome,
on.
Carl.
Yeah, I'm on.
Are you ready? So Carl
Can you hear
has
me?
5 minutes to tell his story. So
Oh,
what
yeah. A
story is it?
very, very strange one, this one. Near me is a place called Hollingshead Hall and Well. Now, Jacqueline's seen the photos.
I have.
Um, this hall's just a ruined building now. But the history with this hall and the well goes back to the 1700s. The original owner was also the judge and jury and executioner.
Mm.
And the servant women he had living with him, working for him, he got them pregnant, killed them, and dumped the bodies in the well.
Eeh.
Now, on an unofficial ghost hunt there, in that well, you can hear noises that sound like voices screaming.
Oh.
There's bars on the actual window, and it said if you put your hands through them bars, something will grab you. The strange thing about that place is it belongs to United Utilities, the water company. Some
Okay.
of the workmen will not go in that well alone, but I have. And when you're in there, you can feel like you're not alone, you're being watched.
Wow.
Now, as for the ruined building part, something very strange there, because if Jacqueline can put those pictures up, you can see it's not had any windows or doors
All
for
right.
quite some time.
What I'll do is post them afterwards. So
Yeah,
I will put them up on the page
yeah.
afterwards and a
Well,
little bit of writing about it.
there's no windows or doors or anything. It's just the basic bottom level left, the brickwork, the stonework, the outlay.
Wow.
Why on this unofficial ghost hunt there? Three of us heard a door slam. There's no door to slam, but we heard it slam.
Interesting.
And on playback from an EVP, you could pick up what sounded like an old horse and cart being drawn along what's left of the cobbles.
Oh, wow.
But the strangest thing is, when we heard this, like we've just had this heat wave, it was
Yeah.
like that. The weather was stifling hot. But the strangest part was, in that area where the door was slamming, it was freezing. It was
Wow.
ice cold. It was warm to the left and right, but right in the middle, it was freezing where that door should have been.
Interesting.
Uh,
Did
Now, a
others
friend
sense
of
it? Did
mine,
others pick up on it?
yeah, a friend of mine's just been there, and she said when she went, she stood inside the well house, and something grabbed her leg.
Wow.
There was nothing in there to catch it. It's just a room, an empty room, and you've got a picture of that as well. But something grabbed her leg, but there was nothing in there to grab her leg. But
Wow.
if I can find the photo, I'll send you the photo as well. When I took some photos, there's a plinth outside the well. And when our bond developed, there's a young boy about 7, 8 years old wearing Victorian clothing,
Wow.
sat on that plinth, but he's transparent. So I've got that photo somewhere.
So
Another
is
friend,
it it's an old sort of style photo then before the
yeah,
digital ones?
yeah, old style photo.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's a figure of a young lad sat on the plinth, but he's transparent. But it's also said that the owner of that place actually killed a young lad, which puts him earlier than the 1800s. One of the maids, one of the servants he raped and got pregnant, he killed her as well as his child, because the lad had seen him.
Oh, wow.
So is it that young boy who grabbed her leg? We
Mm.
don't know. But no official ghost hunt's been done there. I've
Wow.
done an unofficial one. We picked up horse and carriage, but none there. A door slamming, and also the feeling in that well is really. If you open up, you would feel overwhelmed by it because there's
Wow.
supposed to be 6 bodies taken from that well.
Oh, my gosh.
There was supposed to be 6 in all that went missing. Women he raped, got pregnant, and murdered to cover his crimes up.
Wow.
But
So do you think
it's a
that's
very interesting place.
do you think that's stone tape evidence then? Andy asks.
Yeah, but if you're in there, it just feels like there's somebody stood right at the back of you. If you turn around, you'd see something. Or at the corner of your eye,
Oh, wow.
it's like there's somebody stood there and there's not.
Oh, bless you.
It's got that feel. But the best part about that is the workmen for United Utilities won't go in alone. They want somebody in with them. There's always two of them.
That's cool.
Well,
That's
for
good
me,
when
I'd
like
spend the
people
night
are
in
doing the
there.
job. Yeah, definitely. Sarah, yeah, sorry. It was 8 till 9, but you can catch it live. Well,
Yeah,
you can catch the rerun on it. But thanks so much, Carl.
yeah,
So we're doing a 5-minute Carl story
yeah.
from 9 o'clock, and yeah, thank you so much for that.
It's been nice talking to you again, anyway.
Yeah, it has.
Mm.
Has you as well. But
And I've got the camera working on the laptop, but no sound.
at least
I'm going to
it's
get a mic for it. I can plug it into my speakers.
well, bless you. But thanks everyone for all
Yeah.
the questions. Thanks everyone for listening. And thank you. I've got quite a few guests lined up now. So yeah, I will be doing this weekly now. So thank
I'm
you.
watching the screen here on the computer with a
Bless
big white
you.
dot.
But take care, everybody, and a big thank you for Karen for coming on as well. And thanks everybody for watching, questions and everything. And thank you so much to you, Carl, as well.
That's fine.
So take care, everyone. Look after yourselves. This weekend, I'm doing my own 2 public events. One at Matlock Pavilion and one at Nooster Dabby with Barry John. So I am really looking forward to this weekend. But take care, everybody. And Andy says it's an interesting story, and it can happen in older derelict places, of which there's many now, aren't there? But take care, everyone. Thanks so much, and goodbye.